So, welcome to the 2017 Minnesota Aspirations in Computing Awards Ceremony. We're here tonight to honor some young women that are already brighter than the sun. If you would like to follow along as we proceed through the evening, the order of events can be found on the second page of your program. My name is Julie Urban, and I'll be your MC tonight. I've been in the software industry for over 30 years, which is kind of sad to say, starting as an engineer and then into management, and now as an Agile coach. I work for Veritas Technologies, 2 tables right here. Woo! They're one of our sponsors tonight, and I love my work and I love my teammates. 5 years ago, though, I was at a mini-WIC event at the U of M, and I met Russell Frankel of Advanced Minnesota IT. See that man in the back in the nice suit? All right. Yeah, give him a hand. He started this whole thing. He asked me at that event to help as he was starting this state-level award as part of the NCWIT Aspirations in Computing National Award. Later, I learned to be very wary when Russ asks for help. I didn't know. So I said yes, but I'm very glad. He formed a volunteer committee, most of which are still committee members today, 5 years later, and he started gathering academic and industry sponsors to create this wonderful awards program. I've been honored to be a part of this program and continue to be amazed at the accomplishments of these young women. In fact, I'm going to pause here. I just have to tell this story. So recently, my group has been interviewing master's degree candidates for full-time positions. And one day I interviewed 3 master's candidates. The same day, I interviewed 2 of these young women for an internship with us. The master's candidates were all about tech. Everything they'd done, everything they wanted to do, which was perfectly wonderful. They were great candidates. We're hiring 2 of them. But then I started talking to these 2 young women, and I saw my boss's jaw drop as one of them starts to describe this new company she started, and she didn't have enough of one kind of talent. It wasn't her thing. So she hired these engineers to do it for her. And he's like, and the next one comes up and starts asking about our software development life cycle. These are high school girls, and they are amazing. They are already leaders, not just technical people. So anyway, I just think they're amazing. I'm so glad to be a part of this. I'd also like to thank my fellow committee members, and they're all here tonight, and many other volunteers that help put on these events, for they do a lot of hard work. And also, somebody actually commented that they're working on their bosses above so that they can become sponsors next year. Every year we have more sponsors and partners, and it is such a big help, so we thank all of those tonight. And lastly, we have our educators and parents in the audience. Thanks to you for your support and encouragement of the true stars of our show tonight, our award winners. And ladies, tonight is about you. It's about your achievements in the realm of technology and leadership, and this whole room is here because we believe what you're doing is incredibly important, and we want to help you continue along this path any way that we can. One thing we added this year was a professional aspirations workshop for honorees to help them with resumes, interviews, and professional etiquette. How many of you here attended that workshop? Okay. And what did we teach you about using phones in a professional setting? That's right. That was made very clear, wasn't it? Well, guess what? Tonight, you get to throw that advice out the window. We are here to celebrate you and celebrate technology, so tonight everyone is encouraged to use your phones to amplify the honorees' achievements by sharing memorable moments with your friends on social media throughout the evening. At your tables, you will see we have a Snapchat filter, I'm techie, and the hashtag for the event. So please check that out and make use of it throughout the evening. And award winners, posting selfies is encouraged and socially acceptable. So let's see those flashlights, or those cameras flashing. Okay, So now I'd like to introduce Kristen Crone. She's representing our champion partner, Maverick Software Consulting. Both Kristen and Maverick Software have been great contributors to this program since the beginning. She has graciously agreed to jumpstart tonight's celebration. So join me in welcoming Kristen to the stage. Kristen has over 20 years combined experience as a proven leader in the IT and marketing industries. She is responsible for the planning, development, and implementation of Maverick's marketing and communication strategies, as well as running the Maverick office on the campus of the St. Cloud State University. She leverages her years of experience to hire, mentor, and develop college students for Maverick clients. By the way, Veritas is a grateful Maverick client. Kristen is a strong supporter of women in tech, serving as a member of the Minnesota Aspirations Committee since 2012. I think Russ found her at an event too. Take it away, Kristen.
Thank you, Julie. Good evening and welcome to the 5th Annual Minnesota Aspirations in Computing Awards. On behalf of Maverick Software Consulting, we're honored to be this year's champion sponsor and are proud to follow in the footsteps of past champion sponsors. I'm excited to kick off this evening's ceremony with a few words from Martin Hebig, Maverick's founder and president.
Good evening to all the students, parents, and sponsors. I first heard about the Aspiration in Computing Award several years ago while working with Russell Frankel. We had a couple side projects going on at the time, and we were working on, I believe it was Tech It Out, and we also had done a career fair at the St. Louis Park High School. Russell was one of those guys that has this incredible ability to talk anyone into anything. And it's not because he's such a great salesman, which he is. It's just that he has such great ideas. And I remember him coming into the St. Louis Park High School and telling me about the Aspiration Awards. And we had to be in. It was such a great idea. I was going to do everything in my power to make sure it was a great success. And I personally find that this award is important because Maverick Software Consulting has been working with college students for over 10 years. We help our clients build a pipeline of entry-level employees. Over the last 10 years, we've worked with over 800 students. 90% of those students have been male. And there's really no reason why IT needs to be such a male-dominated field. This award helps because it encourages young women to pursue their technical passions and provides ongoing support so they can see that a career in IT is a viable option. I'd like to thank NC WIT and Advanced IT Minnesota for the chance to share the stage with such impressive young women. Thank you and congratulations to all the honorees.
Thank you again to Marty for putting the video together. And I also wanted to just thank Maverick in general for their support of my involvement in this program. So as I was preparing this intro, I was reflecting on the many impressive accomplishments these young women have done already in their lives. And it reminded me of a quote from Anita Borg. We're at a unique point in history where the things that we are building are going to significantly impact our social, political, economic, and personal lives. Our honorees here tonight build websites, create startups, craft complicated code, and want to better our society. The things they do and choices they make will set them up for success as they transition to college and eventually to their professional careers. Tonight's program will spotlight the dreams and accomplishments of each of our honorees, along with the dedication and support of 2 educators. On behalf of all of the corporate sponsors and volunteers, I want to welcome everyone this evening. Hold on to your hats and be ready to be blown away by these amazing young women. Thank you.
Kristen, many thanks to you and Marty for your warm welcome and Maverick's evident commitment to developing and recognizing the emerging female technology talent in Minnesota. This year, our featured keynote message will be delivered by Shauna Hughes. Please join me in welcoming this dynamic woman to our stage. Shauna Hughes has spent over a decade leveraging the Salesforce.com platform and other tools to create technical solutions for streamlining and optimizing processes wrought with manual dependencies. Shauna has managed SFDC in many industries, including finance, medical, real estate, and nonprofit. She has worked as a member of the IT group as well as with the business development group and has often been the liaison between the two. Because she believes in giving back, Shauna recently created the Women in Tech Diversity chapter to address the unique challenges and stigmas faced by minority women. This group provides support, encouragement, mentoring, and opportunities to collaborate and network. In partnership with Aspirations and the Microsoft Store at Mall of America, she has led many volunteer colleagues as they provided Spark Does database events for female high school students. On the rare occasion that she is not thinking about new solutions or volunteering, Shauna appreciates the time she spends with her family, who are here, right? And friends enjoying life's simple pleasures: football, basketball, movie watching, hosting game nights, and collecting passport stamps with her children. Welcome, Shauna.
Thank you, Julie. So when I was asked to speak to you today, I have to be honest, I wasn't sure what to say. These young women are already light years ahead of where I was when I was their age. So what could I say that would be beneficial to them or that would be interesting to them? I didn't want this to be another tech talk because you're going to hear a lot of those in your life. So I was encouraged to tell my story. The story about what makes me interesting. I'm a native Minnesotan. I was raised in the north side of Minneapolis in the projects. And for those of you that don't know, yes, Minnesota had projects. The area has since been gentrified. This environment was filled with drugs, gangs, violence, and hopelessness. But that's not the most interesting part about me. I grew up very poor. My mother didn't graduate high school, and as was common in my community, she was addicted to drugs. My father had been imprisoned since I was 6 years old. I really don't remember much about him. I've seen things in my life that no child should ever have to see or no adult should ever have to see or be exposed to. But again, that's not the most interesting thing about me. When I was 14, I got pregnant with my first daughter. I had to grow up very quickly and figure out how to navigate going to school full-time, working full-time, and being a mother. I was determined not to allow my situation or my reality to define who I was. I made a promise to myself and my daughter I would do everything in my power not to be a statistic. I worked really hard, and I graduated high school a year early, even though I didn't really like classroom learning very much. I'm more of a creative type, so classroom learning was very difficult for me, and I learned by doing. But again, that's not the most interesting part about me. On April 11th, 2004, my sister lost her life. She was murdered because of gang violence. She was only 22 years old. She was my best friend. Growing up in the environment that we did, we had to rely on each other. She was my rock. I owe a lot of who I am today, my bravery, and everything that I am to her love and encouragement. She was my rainbow. But again, that's not the most interesting thing about me. I'm a self-taught technologist, and I have had to deal with stereotypes that are placed on women and people that look like me. I started my tech journey about 16 years ago because I had an aptitude for learning and manipulating software applications. In a short amount of time, I was able to configure a database for the company that I worked for. I then would train others, and I became the de facto technical trainer for my organization. I loved how I can turn manual business processes into creative and automated solutions using technology. But guess what? All together now. That's not the most interesting. Yes, I got you guys interested. I know by now you're wondering, well, dang, what is the most interesting part about you? Well, the most interesting thing about me, unfortunately, is that I am a successful woman of color in tech. I present it like this to you because you may think, no, those other facts are pretty interesting. But you weren't aware of those facts until I told you about them, right? I tell you this because my story makes me pretty interesting. However, 99% of the time, you will be judged by your outward appearance. Most of us can't hide the fact that we are women, nor would we want to. Most of us can't hide the fact that we are women of color, if that applies. You're entering a world that's dominated by white men. As you do, the first thing that will become unsettlingly clear at times is that you are not viewed as an equal. You will face sexism, ageism, classism. People will question your competence, and you will be mansplained to time and time again. But this is not the time to shrink back. This is the time to show them your grit and your grace. Pursuing a career in tech has afforded me an unlimited amount of creative solutions, having a reasonable work-life balance, and this journey has taught me so much about who I am as a person. I really can't even quantify it. So no matter your circumstances, even in your darkest days, you have a light in you that's powerful beyond measure. You can draw strength from your bleakest moments, and your light will shine through the darkness. Yes, I grew up poor and in the projects, but I learned survival and how to thrive in hostile environments. Yes, my mother was an addict and my father was in prison, but I learned that a mother's love is unconditional and you are responsible for your own destiny. Yes, I was a teen mom, but I cultivated humility, resilience, patience, and selfless love. Yes, my sister was taken from me, yet I learned the importance of making an impact and valuing the things that matter. You see, we all have many clouds in our life, but we disperse those clouds when we learn from them and refuse to allow them to dim our light. Find your tribe. Surround yourself with like-minded, genuine people who can be rainbows in your clouds. I understand that it's not easy putting yourself out there, but sisters, I'm here to tell you that you're going to need your community along this journey. They'll be there for you when your days get dark and when you are shining your brightest. These people become your extended family. They become your ohana. You'll need a support system, and I encourage you to start now because the challenges you will face will create many clouds in your life, but the family you create will be a tremendous amount of rainbows. Your rainbows will come in different sizes and colors, so don't allow your inherent biases to hinder your accepting and acknowledging their gifts. You'll find these people in your workplace, at school, at a local Women in Tech meetup, and even at events like this. So please, give them a chance. Open yourself up. I'm sure you're thinking that I had many clouds in my life, but I am here to tell you I have had just as many rainbows. My rainbows are colorful and bright, and they represent the many people in my life that have helped me, even when they weren't aware that they were helping me. I draw strength from them, and you will draw strength from yours too. So, by you drawing strength from your clouds and your rainbows, you will be preparing yourself to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Actually, Maya says it best.
There's an African American song, 19th century, which is so great. It says, when it looked like the sun wasn't gonna shine anymore, God put a rainbow in the clouds. Imagine. And I've had so many rainbows in my clouds. I had a lot of clouds, but I have had so many rainbows. And one of the things I do when I step up on a stage, when I stand up to translate, when I go to teach my classes, when I go to direct a movie, I bring everyone who has ever been kind to me with me. Black, white, Asian, Spanish-speaking, Native American, gay, straight, everybody. I say, come with me. I'm going on the stage. Come with me, I need you now. Long dead, you see? So I don't ever feel I have no help. I've had rainbows in my clouds. And the thing to do, it seems to me, is to prepare yourself so that you can be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud. Somebody who may not look like you, may not call God the same name you call God, if they call God at all. You see? And may not eat the same dishes prepared the way you do, may not dance your dances or speak your language, but be a blessing to somebody. That's what I think.
So I hope that my story gives you a rainbow to draw strength from. Thank you.
Shauna, that was amazing. I know you did that for these young women, but I'm sorry, I'm 55, and grit and grace is the new motto going on my whiteboard. I am serious. That was amazing, and she just topped it off. Rainbows in your cloud. I don't even know if I can continue. Let's just quit right here. Seriously, that was wonderful. Thank you. Okay. Can I ask that our educator honorees and their award presenters come to the side of the stage now? While they're coming up, I'm going to let you know, in addition to identifying a pool of talented young women, the Aspirations in Computing Awards program also recognizes outstanding educators who play a pivotal role encouraging young women to explore and strengthen their interests in computing and technology. Tonight, we will be recognizing Katie O'Brien from Mounds View High School with a Minnesota Educator Honorable Mention. Presenting Katie with her award will be Maddie Wang, a Mounds View student who was recognized as a state and national aspirations winner this year. Also on stage to help us recognize our educators this year is Tim Fiella, representing the National Center for Women and Information Technology. NCWIT is a national organization which leads and supports Minnesota as well as the other 74 Aspirations affiliates across the U.S. to select and honor students and educators each year. Come on up. Katie O'Brien is a math and computer science teacher at Mounds View High School. She introduced the school's only computer science class to the building in fall of 2015 with a group of 20 students and grew the program to include 100 students the following year. Katie's goal as a teacher is to support collaborative problem solving in all her classes, to provide students opportunities to be creative in class, and to empower all teachers to teach computer science in their classrooms. She is a strong advocate for female student enrollment and success in math and computing courses. She is especially proud to have guided and endorsed one of her students being honored this year as a state and national Aspirations in Computing Award winner.
Thank you. Thanks for this honor. I also wanted to say thank you to the industry partners who support this event. As someone who has led my fair share of field trips to actually some of your companies, it means a lot to students. It encourages them and innovates and empowers them throughout the course of the year. You probably leave marks that you don't even know. And it inspires students just like these up here and in the building. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Katie. Next, we will be recognizing our Minnesota Educator of the Year. I'd like to invite honoree Anna Bunce to the stage to help us recognize her teacher, Cindy Drehos from Burnsville High School. Cindy Drehos teaches in the Business Education Department at Burnsville High School and as an instructor for Normandale Community College in the Computer Information Management Department. She has earned a Master's in Arts in Education and Certificate in Education Technology and is currently completing her graduate level certificate in Computer Science Education from the College of St. Scholastica. She teaches a variety of classes ranging from IT exploration to the recently approved Advanced Placement Computer Science Principles class. Since she started teaching computer science, her class load has gone from 2 classes in computer science to a full schedule of teaching all classes in computer science. Enrollment has more than doubled in the number of sections offered. Cindy enjoys learning new technology and encourages students to be creative and have fun while learning. That is a really cool thought. She advocates for female engagement in technology by supporting students to attend the annual DigiGirls event at Microsoft, Sparks Camps, working with Advanced IT Minnesota to bring in Check It Out Minnesota classroom presenters, providing field trips to technology companies, and e-mentoring. She is also partnering with the Apple Valley High School STEM coordinator to bring the students together for a special event featuring the movie Hidden Figures, yes, with industry professionals to speak after the movie. Can I come? Have we done this yet? I'll come. Oh, dang. She definitely knows how to connect and network to make good things happen for her students. And now Anna is going to speak.
So I have learned so much from Ms. Dryhouse. One thing I've learned from her is leadership skills. She's taught me how to be a leader in our IT exploration class by keeping students on track and helping them with their projects and questions. She's also taught me to self-advocate. As a teacher, Ms. Dryhouse has encouraged me to succeed in what I need to do for my future. She has also been a great friend and listener when I needed her. We have done so much together to promote coding in the high school as well as skills in our IT exploration class through school board meetings and 8th grade orientations. We also had the opportunity to meet Senator Al Franken at the Geek Squad desk at our school to show him our skills and how we serve our customers at the high school. She has also helped me to be famous, as last week I was featured on KSTP Channel 5 as part of Coding with Girls. I love her class because she is such a great teacher and she pushes everyone to do their best. Without her, I wouldn't be here, as she has inspired me to do more and to believe in myself. She is so successful in so many ways, and I'm so glad that she has taught me everything I know, and I believe she is so deserving of this award.
Okay. Thank you, Anna, for that thoughtful and heartfelt introduction. Anna is probably one of the most positive reflections of a strong, passionate, and ambitious woman who has a plan and a very promising future in the technology field. She is going into computer science, so it's right on Anna. My daughter's name is Anna, so I always get them mixed up, Anna and Anna. So anyway, there are 3 thoughts that I wanted to share with you today. The first one is a trait. And let's talk about what it is, which is a distinguishing quality or characteristic that sets you apart from other individuals. Educators and employers are looking for young women who demonstrate the ability to be open to continuing their learning. We look for individuals who are open to go beyond what is offered in our classroom and a passion to pursue learning all on their own. And as you see tonight, you will hear a lot of that happening. It will be, the second thing would be the importance of networking. So when I came here tonight, I saw all of you out there networking, talking to different people, and I think that is so important. So that leads me to a short little story. In one of my classes, I asked my computer programming students to define networking. We were doing an e-mentor exercise. And if you don't know e-mentor, it's where business people email back and forth to the students 7 weeks in a row. And in one of those weeks, we actually get to meet them. And so I asked them, well, let's talk about what networking is. So here's some of their responses. A system of lines, wire, etc., that are connected to each other. A computer network and data networks which allow nodes to share resources. I'm going, okay. After reading a few more responses, I came across one that said, that is how my dad got his job. Yeah. And another student said, interact with other people, exchange information, and develop contacts when I was trying to find, or use when I'm trying to find my first job. Right on, now they're getting it. It's so important for all of us to learn the art of networking and to help young women and underrepresented groups the skills and importance of networking. Networking can be talking with others, whether it's through email correspondence like the eMentor program, face-to-face, Skype, of course, text-based correspondence, and to make connections to grow their interest in the field of study and beyond. Look around you tonight and see the opportunities that you have to network with someone next to you that you may have known, or maybe you don't know them. I challenge each one of you tonight to strike up conversation and learn something new before you leave tonight. Walk away with a name, an email address, or a phone number, and remember to connect with them beyond tonight. Lastly, I'd like to share why I enjoy teaching. I enjoy computer science technology because it's always changing. And it's so important to stay connected in our society nowadays. So a quote from Steve Jobs, everyone should learn how to program a computer because it teaches you how to think. It certainly does, especially when I'm sitting there in my computer class or my grad class trying to figure out some algorithms and things to do, and I'm thinking, are you sure everyone should learn to code? Yes, it's really good. It's breaking down problems, and we have to learn to do that. So another quote is from code.org, you need to be determined in order to code. And coding is everywhere in our life, manufacturing, entertainment, your environment, your agriculture, your medical technology. The more I can open the mind of myself to see technology in the areas of our society, and the more I can help my students relate to the world around us. Every class in business has the potential to integrate technology. It is my responsibility to share with the other educators here tonight and to help them implement computer science into their curriculum. Computing occupations are the #1 source of all new wages in the United States. Students who learn computer science in high school are 6 times more likely to major in it, and women are 10 times more likely. In Minnesota, there are over 13,000 open computing jobs. One of my goals in teaching computer science is to offer opportunities to my students to meet business professionals through organizations like Advanced IT Minnesota and Tech It Out, speakers that come into my classroom. The Microsoft DigiGirl event is coming up April 27th. So girls, how many of you have signed up to go to the Microsoft DigiGirl event? All right, hands. It is awesome. It is so awesome. If you haven't been to that event, make sure next year, and there still might be some time this year to enroll. It is so, I guess I want to say, invigorating. The girls, you're networking, you're speed dating with other professionals there. You're learning new technology that they haven't even passed out to other companies yet, so it's really cool. You get to do some 3D imaging and things like that, even programming. And offering students the opportunity to connect outside of school, such as in the Twin Cities, we have Technovation. I know we have representatives from Technovation here tonight, and Coder Dojo, and after-school gaming clubs. So we have gaming clubs after school, and tech clubs, and field trips. One of the field trips my students love is to the University of Minnesota, the Technology Center, and they do a lot of cool things there. We bring in the Best Buy Geek Squad agent to connect with our students. And so we need to excite our students and open their eyes to the possibilities of what they can do. Tonight you're going to hear from some outstanding award winners on what they have designed, created, and you will learn about their ambitions. So for us, it's going to be a better world, and we know they can look forward to a grand world also. You will leave here tonight feeling very optimistic for our future and theirs. bring on the next challenge for us all, and change our networking and our technology mindset. Thank you again for recognizing the commitment to women in technology and the underrepresented groups. Thank you.
Cindy, thank you for your remarks and your long-standing commitment to technology education. Congratulations on this much-deserved honor. All right, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. You've already had dessert, so it must be the awards. Anna Greco, Vice President of Technology at Thomson Reuters and our Aspirations Committee member with the hardest job, is going to help us kick off the recognition of our honorees. Joining her on stage will be our hardest working committee member, Devin Sales, big data developer at General Mills. First, we will be recognizing our state honorable mentions. If I could have everyone who was recognized as a state honorable mention come over here to the side of the stage, and Betsy's gonna get you organized. Okay, and now I'm gonna turn it over to Anna Greco.
For my colleagues from Thomson Reuters and I, this is one of our favorite events. We love celebrating the aspirations and accomplishments of so many fine young women in our Minnesota community that share the same passion for technology as we do. And quite frankly, these young women are way more ambitious than we were at their age. Our future is in really good hands. Because I lead the selection team on our Minnesota Aspirations Committee, I've been asked to say a few words about the review process. All applicants for the Aspirations Award across the country submit an online application through the NCWIT website. In the application, they're asked to describe their interest in computing and technology, ways in which they've shown leadership in their school and our community, especially as it relates to technology, their career goals, and new this year, they were asked to describe a problem they'd like to solve by using technology. Hundreds of volunteers from across the country score the applications based on criteria that's provided by NCWIT. I know some folks in this room participated as application reviewers, so thank you so much for your help in that process. Each application is reviewed by multiple reviewers, and the scores are averaged. The national winners and the national honorable mention recipients are selected by NCWIT from those scored applications. This year, there were 109 applications submitted from Minnesota, which is about a 15% increase over last year. Our local review team, which is comprised of myself and 3 others, reviewed the scored applications from Minnesota, and then we took factors such as opportunity, as well as geographic, ethnic, and economic diversity into consideration. And we determined the 14 state winners and 16 state honorable mention recipients for this year. I tell you, it's an extremely difficult task to make our selections from the many, many talented young women who apply. Beyond the national and state winners and honorable mention recipients that we're going to be recognizing tonight, there are an additional 14 applicants from Minnesota that received the NCWIT Certificate of Distinction, which is a new award that was introduced last year. You will find those honorees listed in your printed booklet. So without further ado, it's time to introduce our state honorable mention recipients. Each of them will be receiving a trophy and a drawstring bag full of swag and prizes, including an Amazon gift card. So many thanks to the generous support of our partners and sponsors. Our first state honorable mention recipient is Annika Aluwalia, a sophomore at Wayzata High School. Annika participated in the Business Professionals of America Regionals competition this year, placed in the Java, Visual Basic, and Computer Security events, is excited to be moving on to the state competition for the Java and Visual Basic events. Annika is also a medalist in the Science Olympiads Towers, Hovercraft, and Optics events. She looks forward to a career in the STEM field, where she will be able to combine her love for programming with her passion for science and technology. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Camelin Bayer, a senior at John F. Kennedy High School. Her passions are art and design. She dreams of applying her artistic skills to the technology world, which is why she indulges in website design using HTML and CSS coding. Camelin was offered an opportunity through Genesis Works to explore her interests in the IT field at Target Corporation. There, she works as a technical support engineer, where she meets with team members face-to-face to troubleshoot technical problems. Camelin plans to attend the University of Minnesota to pursue a bachelor's degree in computer science. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Zoe Berg, a sophomore at Lakeville South High School. Zoe has been the lead CAD designer on our FTC robotics team, which developed over 25 3D printed and laser cut parts. In 2015, her team won the PTC Design Award, which advanced them to the FTC World Championship. Partnering with robotics team FRC 2220, she met with the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization to expand their Robots Without Borders program. In the future, Zoe plans to pursue a career in mechanical engineering and robotics while staying active in the robotics community. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Shelby Bierke, a junior at Bemidji High School. Shelby enjoys problem solving, engineering, and computing. She is head programmer on her first robotics team and taught herself and the programming team to code in Java for the first time. She learned HTML and JavaScript in her computer science class and knows Robot C, a VEX programming language. Shelby hopes to major in electrical engineering and use her computer skills to develop technologies and inspire a new generation of female STEM students. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Anna Bunce, a senior at Burnsville High School. Anna is currently a student leader in the IT exploration class, where she assists in training the incoming students on the trouble tracking system. She has spoken in front of the Burnsville School Board to promote coding in the classroom, and as a result, she has been asked to be on an elite panel sponsored by Google and Best Buy to answer questions from administrators and other professionals from Minnesota school districts. Anna plans to attend North Central University in Minneapolis in the fall to major in computer science. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Emily DeBoard, a junior at Apple Valley High School. She's a member of the E3 STEM program, the National Honor Society, and the National Art Honor Society at her school. Emily has also been a member of the First Tech Challenge robotics program for 3 years. On the team, she works on the 3D modeling and 3D printing. It is her dream to pursue her art as a career in the form of animation or game design. And Emily hopes to continue learning and growing with the new technology that will be available to her. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Arathi Garamella, a junior at Edina High School. Arathi is a member of the math team, debate team, first robotics team, and she is the vice president of the Interact Club. She mentors junior first Lego League teams and started a Girls Who Code Club at her former middle school to give young girls an opportunity to explore computer science a little deeper. Arathi plans to attend college to pursue a career in the mathematics field. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Grace Hansen, a sophomore at Egan High School. Grace's mission in life is to pursue a career in STEM and to encourage other girls to get involved in science and technology fields. In 2008, she was the founding member of her school's all-girls robotics team, the Green Girls. Grace and her robotics team have worked tirelessly to promote STEM education in the community through numerous camps and training sessions. In college, Grace plans to major in mechanical engineering and minor in computer science. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Priya Kumar, a junior at Eastview High School. This past summer, Priya was chosen to participate in the Code with Colossi camp, where she learned Ruby on Rails, HTML, and CSS, and developed her first app called FitMe. She is the Minnesota leader for the club, Coder Gals, and is working on starting the first Minnesota chapter at local elementary schools. Priya hopes to attend college to major in computer science and international business and minor in graphic design. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Julia Nelson Troska, an AP scholar and senior at Hutchinson High School. Programming is one of Julia's favorite pastimes, and she has strengthened her knowledge base by learning Python, HTML5, Java, JavaScript, and Ruby. She wants to start a group in her community for females in kindergarten through 12th grade to teach them about programming languages and STEM opportunities. Julia plans to attend the University of Minnesota Duluth to pursue a degree in computer science. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Oreulawa Odienka, a junior at John Marshall High School. When she was 8 years old, she immigrated to the United States from Nigeria and has loved every moment here. She has participated in BDPA's youth computer training and web design classes for the past 5 years and attended the national conference each of those years. She started a mentorship program for freshmen to help set them on the right path as they begin high school. After graduation, Oreulawa plans to pursue a career in medicine and computer science. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Laura Rietveld, a senior at Rosemount High School. Laura helped start a hack club at her school this year, which helps kids at all levels of programming ability develop their skills. She's on the leadership board and helps design outreach activities and meetings to encourage students to pursue a future in computer science. She is currently taking an advanced data structures course and has completed an AP computer science course. Laura plans to attend college to study computer science and mathematics. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Elizabeth Rivas, a senior at Wilmar Senior High School. Elizabeth moved from California to Wilmar, Minnesota with her family in 2010 and will soon become a first-generation high school graduate and college student. She wants to become a mechanical engineer because she has a passion for fixing and improving everyday machines that help others. Elizabeth has also been a member of Wilmar's first robotics high school team for 3 years. She plans to attend Dunwoody College of Technology this fall to major in mechanical engineering. Congratulations. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Evelyn Sampson, a junior at the Math and Science Academy who took an interest in computer science and web design after learning HTML and CSS. During the summer of 2016, Evelyn and her team represented the Twin Cities at a national level coding competition. She is co-founder and leader of several clubs and is working to institute a summer coding program at her local library. In her free time, Evelyn loves to learn new languages, such as Java and Italian, and reads scientific articles about biomedical breakthroughs. Congratulations. Our next state honorable mention recipient is Tien Von Nguyen, a senior at De La Salle High School. Tien has earned a top spot on the National Honor Society and is also involved in soccer and mock trial. She started coding as a part of the Technovation Challenge, a program where girls work in teams to build a mobile app and create a business plan to launch that app. Today, Tien is a student ambassador for the program and serves on the Technovation Minnesota board. She has taken courses in Python, C++, and App Inventor, and plans to continue building on her technology foundation. Tien plans to attend college to pursue biomedical engineering and computer science. And last but not least, our final state honorable mention recipient is Kathleen Wong, a junior at Wayzata High School. In middle school, Kathleen used W3 Schools to teach herself HTML and CSS. She has won regional and state level competitions in Java, computer animation, computer security, and computer programming concepts through Business Professionals of America. She is currently using her Java skills to make programs that collect and process data in her research internship. Kathleen is also learning Python and working on creating a video game. Congratulations. I told you they were impressive. So once again, congratulations to all our state honorable mention recipients.
And thank you, Anna and Devin, for helping to recognize those women. Next, I'd like to invite student speaker Tien Von Nguyen to the stage. Got her picture taken? She's ready to go. Tien is a state winner and a senior at De La Salle High School. She first started coding last year as a part of the Technovation Challenge, and from there, her involvement grew to include being a student ambassador for the program and serving on the Technovation Minnesota board, which is under the direction of Aspirations partner, Code Savvy. We are excited to have her share more of her story with us today.
Sorry, give me a second. Okay. Being unapologetically yourself. It is a saying I hear often, but if there's one thing I learned since getting involved with technology last year, it is just that. I grew up in a traditional Vietnamese family. We don't travel or do much of anything. My parents are immigrants and have to work much, much harder, up to 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. But I never understood that as a child. The only pieces of technology I ever knew growing up were the clunky TV, the boxy computer, and the annoying fax machine. I went to a predominantly white private school and didn't fit in. Throughout elementary school, I was ashamed of my culture and of my parents. I would hide in the corner when my parents attempted to speak English to my teachers or other parents. I would lie to my friends and teachers to make it seem like I was on the same level as them materialistically. In middle school, I received my very own cell phone. It had 3 buttons and a pressure-based touchscreen. I had to call to update my parents often after school. I was embarrassed speaking Vietnamese in front of my friends. In 8th grade, I was given the name Calculator. Was it because I'm Asian? Or was it because I did math well? Freshman year, I encountered school iPads. I had always dreamt of having a tablet, but had no clue how to use it. I was also stuck. I had no notion of what I wanted to do past high school. I felt my peers were all so much more talented than I was, and already on their path to success. My feelings of hopelessness persisted throughout my years at De La Salle. I never thought I'd be speaking in front of such a large crowd today. Junior year came, and I upgraded to an iPhone. However, that was not the most exciting part of that year. In addition to History Day projects, I was introduced to Technovation. For those of you that aren't familiar, Technovation is a program that challenges teams of girls up to 5 to code, design, and build a market plan for an app that solves a problem in their community. At the end of the season, they would pitch their app concept to several judges and have a chance to move on to the world pitch to compete against other teams around the world with the possibility of winning prize money to market their app. It was new to my school that year, introduced by one of my mentors here with me tonight, David Pearson. He taught me what I know today to be persistence. Regardless of his constant fatigue, he is always willing to help his students with any and all problems they may have. I was intrigued when I first heard about the program from Mr. Pearson, but also afraid. I didn't know anything about technology except for using it to play games and maybe typing papers. How could I code a mobile app? More doubt crept in as I realized I was the only upperclassman signed up at the school. However, they all went away when we went to the first App Day workshop. We followed a drawing app tutorial, and I went off on my own and added an element that made my peers laugh. Every time the canvas was erased entirely, the innocent Doge meme, which is just a silly picture of a dog, would pop up and disappear. Seeing the reactions, I became motivated and eager to continue down the unknown path of technology and see what else I could accomplish. My team, Neum, and I finished our app and gave our pitch, but we did not advance. However, a few weeks later, I took an opportunity to become a student ambassador for the program, and it largely affected my life. Through this ambassadorship, I connected with so many new people with a willingness to learn and help expose young girls to STEM. Jean Weiss, the regional ambassador, helped guide little me along and consistently connected with me and got me involved. She taught me what I know to be leadership. She always had things under control, and I look up to her today. I became a part of the Technovation MN board, which is a small but tight-knit group that is dependable and supportive. My life was greatly impacted once more when another one of my mentors, Judith Rogo, who is also here with me tonight, told me about the Aspirations in Computing Award. She taught me what I know to be determination. She would always sacrifice her own time for our school's Technovation teams, consistently making sure that we were on track, which is especially hard when teams don't communicate back to you. When I first heard about Aspirations and looked at those 6 or so essay prompts, that doubt crept back in. I had just gotten started with technology. How could I compare to the other applicants? I typed up those essays anyways, and I am so glad I did. Not only do I get the honor of speaking in front of all of you here tonight, I met numerous role models. I met Russell, who encouraged and guided me and the rest of the girls throughout this whole experience. And lastly, it made concrete what I wanted to work towards after high school. Those doubts are no longer in my mind. Everyone I met along this journey showed me how to be unapologetic, showed me what it means to be unapologetically female, unapologetically intelligent, be unapologetically assertive, what it means to be an unapologetic leader. I want to pursue computer science and biomedical engineering and work towards helping girls bridge the gender gap, particularly in STEM. Being here tonight makes me ecstatic for the future, seeing how many advocates we have for that goal. Before I end, I'd like to thank all the mentors, Russell Frankel, all the sponsors, companies, volunteers, parents, everyone who helped make this amazing event happen and encouraging us girls to go further into STEM. I would also like to congratulate all of my fellow honorees on their achievements, all of their achievements. To paraphrase a quote from an ancient philosopher that is widely used, if not us, who? If not now, when?
Thank you, Tian. What I heard during all that was a lot of courage, acknowledging fear, overcoming it with persistence. That's amazing stuff. I love you using the word unapologetic. And quite frankly, you know what kept jumping into my mind? Grit and grace. I think it's what we just saw there. Okay, at this time, I'd like to invite all of the state winners over to the side of the stage to prepare for their award presentation. Helping us recognize the state winners tonight will be Chris Wilmanen. Chris is a Logistics Cloud Service Director at Unisys, and she is also another Aspirations Committee member. Joining Chris on stage are Sue Johnston and Barbara White from Microsoft. Microsoft is a national level contributor and provides the trophies for all of the state winners throughout the United States. So thank you, Microsoft. And I'm going to hand it over to Chris.
Good evening, everyone. As Julie said, I serve on the award selection committee with Anna and a couple others, and I have the honor of introducing to you the Aspirations in Computing Minnesota winners. So our state winners will be receiving a messenger bag full of swag and prizes, including Samsung Galaxy tablets and Amazon gift cards. Special thanks to Best Buy for helping us purchase the tablets at a discount. Our 6 national honorable mention winners also receive a $50 Visa gift card, courtesy of Bank of America. Thank you to all of our sponsors who contributed swag items for the honorees. Now, on to our Minnesota state winners. Elena Berman is a senior at Breck School and a state award winner and national honorable mention. After exhausting her school's IT curriculum, she petitioned her computer science teacher to support her in an AP Computer Science independent study that she completed on her own time. Elena also conducted a year-long research study at vitreoretinal surgery, during which she developed software that diagnoses Alzheimer's disease using retinal biomarkers. Elena plans to major in computer programming. Her goal is to become a software engineer. Celeste Derby Wright is a junior at Mayo High School and a state award winner and national honorable mention. She started teaching herself computer science languages in the 6th grade. After taking a class on artificial intelligence, she was hooked and knew she wanted to be part of the cutting-edge research. Celeste joined her school's first robotics team, learned C++, and became the head programmer and remains in that position. She is a member of the National Honor Society and Spanish National Honor Society. Celeste's goal is to leverage artificial intelligence and other programming systems to improve people's lives. Ashley Holton, a state award winner, is a junior at East Ridge High School. As a member of her school's first robotics team, Ashley is the co-lead of the software team and lead of the awards team. Ashley has also developed an interest in artificial intelligence and has taken online courses to begin exploring the possibilities of artificial intelligence. She is excited to continue developing her passion for STEM by taking PSEO courses at Century College next year. Ashley plans to study computer science and neuroscience in college. Maylot Casa is a state award winner and a senior at Edina High School. She was one of Starkey Hearing Technology's first interns, where she learned about the fundamentals of hearing technology from the intricate layers of a printed circuit board to how to use schematic diagram software. Maylot is currently learning how to code in Java in her AP Computer Science class and has experience in other programming languages. Maylot plans to pursue pre-med and major in biomedical engineering at the University of Pennsylvania. She hopes to become a radiologist. Archana Murali is a senior at Breck School and a state award winner and national honorable mention. In 11th grade, her interest in computer programming was sparked by a research project she conducted on Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases. Archana coded a program in Python that can measure retinal scans and develop diagnostic software that compares biomarker measurements in retinal images. She co-founded the Computer Programming Club at her school and is a coding leader in the robotics team. Archana hopes to study biomedical engineering in college. Marie Pena is a state award winner and a junior at Apple Valley High School. Starting at a young age, she helped her father build and fix computers, and over time, her passions moved to video gaming and technology. She is a member of the 2016 World Champion First Tech Challenge team, the Iron Maidens, and has taken college courses through the 3E STEM program. Marie enjoys applying her learning to propel her family's startup multimedia business, and in the future, she plans to study digital marketing, game development, and computer science. Anna Peterson is a state award winner and a senior at Rosemont High School, who is always looking to learn more, especially in her math, physics, and computer science classes. Along with learning Java in class, she spent a portion of her summer teaching herself HTML and attending coding camps. Outside of the classroom, Anna is a member of the cross-country, Nordic, and track teams and leads her student council. Anna wants to study projects that incorporate technology with space and astronomy, and her dream is to eventually work at NASA. Preeti Paiduthala is a sophomore at Wayzata High School and a state award winner and national honorable mention. Preeti joined her school's first robotics program, where she is the leader of the programming team and enjoys sharing her interest in computer science with others. Currently, Preeti is looking forward to learning new programming languages and has plans to take cybersecurity and animation courses in the coming years. When she goes to college, Preeti is planning to pursue a degree in computer science. Victoria Pierce is a state award winner and a junior at Rosemont High School who loves math and science. Her greatest technical accomplishment is an app she made to take data from an airline and map the flight paths of the different flights across the United States. In addition to tech, Victoria is passionate about the arts and languages. She plays multiple instruments and is the author of 3 novels about her childhood as a missionary kid in Uganda, East Africa. In college, Victoria plans to major in biomedical engineering with minors in computer science and Arabic, and hopes to eventually earn a master's degree in physical therapy. Alyssa Sanders is a junior at De La Salle High School and a state award winner and national honorable mention. Her greatest technical accomplishment is the first virtual reality game that she developed for Target. She taught herself Make Human and Blender languages and created a program that displays a cube of pictures and through the images and content shared, gives the player an idea of what it is like to work for Target. In addition, she has been involved with BDPA and is on her school's robotics team. Alyssa plans to attend college to study engineering and computer science and hopes to eventually work on projects that better the world. Allison Scholl is a state award winner and a senior at Wayzata High School. After her first time programming Visual Basic, she knew computing was for her. This year, Allison took AP Computer Science Principles, which is a software engineering course. She developed a trivia app, created a maze game, and learned how to code in Python. Allison has participated in various Sparks events, such as A Day at Microsoft, where she learned coding techniques and met with female mentors. Allison plans to attend college to major in Management Information Systems or Computer Science. Amanda Tommerdahl is a state award winner and a senior at Norman County West High School. One of her greatest accomplishments is having the courage to pursue a career in technology despite being a young woman from a small farming community. Amanda's high school offered very few technology courses, so she sought out ways to advance her own learning. She is currently enrolled in PSEO courses at Minnesota State University Moorhead. After attending a Gen Cyber program in the summer of 2016, Amanda decided that she will attend Dakota State University in the fall to major in cybersecurity. She is aspiring to obtain a master's degree and move to the Washington, D.C. area to work. Maddie Wang is a senior at Mounds View High School and a state award winner and a national award winner. In addition, Maddie is an entrepreneur who enjoys creating tech-related startups. Inspired by recent college rape scandals and her own experience in sexual harassment, Maddie's startup involves the development of a device that can prevent sexual assault and is officially incorporated and patent pending. Maddie also has a passion for the arts and founded an art and literature magazine for her high school to put the A back in STEAM. Maddie plans to attend college to pursue computer science, which will help her achieve her ultimate goal, to use technology to improve society. Vanessa Wang is a state award winner and a senior at Edina High School. She discovered her love for computer science by joining her high school's first robotics team as a rookie Java programmer. After completing an AP Computer Science course, she decided to participate in the Summer Computing Academy Camp for female students. She has volunteered with First Tech Challenge, Hour of Code, and Girls Who Code. Vanessa plans to study computer science in college and hopes to incorporate her interest in electronics by exploring computer engineering. So let's give one final round of applause to all of our Minnesota State winners.
Thank you, Chris, Barbara, and Sue. Now we'd like to take a moment to recognize our national winners. Minnesota has been honored with not one, but two national winners this year. Maddie Wang, who we just saw, and Ashmita Sharma. Here she comes. I'll ask them to join me on stage now, and they are going to show off their national level trophies. Maddie has to set her other two down first. Maddie's bio was previously read when she was also recognized as a state winner, and she is joined by Ashmita, who was recognized as a state winner last year. We will read Ashmita's bio now. Ashmita Sarma is a senior at Wayzata High School and a national award winner and prior Minnesota award winner. As a junior, she competed at the Business Professionals of America State Leadership Conference and took first place. Over the summer, she interns as a systems engineer at SPS Commerce. Where are they? All right. Where she learned Ansible and developed in Python. This school year, she is doing artificial intelligence research at the University of Minnesota. Ashmita has taught web development classes to students online, and she mentors at the Twin Cities and Rebecca Coder Dojos. Ashmita will attend college to major in computer science, and she hopes to perform research in artificial intelligence and robotics. Maddie and Ashmita, we are so proud of both of you and the way you are representing Minnesota on the national stage. And did you know that in addition to our 2 national winners, we had 6 national honorable mentions this year? 5 of those were also state winners and have already been recognized across the stage. But next, I'd like to invite the 6th national honorable mention, Atalanta Stokey, up to the stage to share some remarks. And here she comes. Atalanta is a junior at Apple Valley High School and a national honorable mention and a prior Minnesota State Award winner. She has built computers from scratch, worked with CAD, and has programmed in many different languages. Atalanta is currently taking college-level classes, including networking. That's the kind of networking that was the start of Cindy's List, not the latter, and IT security through her school's STEM program. She is proud to be a founding member and programmer for the Iron Maiden's first Tech Challenge robotics team. She has testified before the Minnesota and U.S. Congresses in support of 5 major STEM education bills and has presented to the U.S. Department of Labor in support of women and diversity in STEM. You go, girl. Atalanta plans to attend college to major in either artificial intelligence or computer forensics. Beginning her freshman year, Atalanta was selected as a Minnesota State honorable mention. Then her sophomore year, she was a Minnesota State winner. Now in her junior year, she's received a national honorable mention. We are excited to see what next year brings. Take it away, Atalanta.
Good evening. My name is Atalanta. I'm a junior at Apple Valley High School, and this is my 3rd year with Aspirations Computing Award. I'm very honored and excited to tell you about my amazing experiences with NC WIT. I first applied for the NC WIT Aspirations Computing Award when I was in 9th grade. Back then, I didn't have too much experience or a very clear direction on what I wanted to study. I just knew that I loved video games, and I had been using computers for as long as I can remember. I had dismantled my first computer at age 10. To figure out how it worked, but I had to get my dad's help to put it back together again. At age 11, I built a computer for my mom with spare parts. One of the few components it didn't have was a case, so I had to use a cardboard box. Shortly after that, I took several self-directed online programming classes in various languages, such as JavaScript, jQuery, HTML, and CSS, just as an introduction to the programming world. Then, in 9th grade, a friend and I started an FTC robotics team called the Iron Maidens. On the strength of these beginning experiences, I was awarded the state runner-up NC WIT Aspirations Computing Award. In 10th grade, I applied for the NC WIT Aspirations Computing Award again. This time, I had a lot more experience under my belt. I had learned Java through my AP Computer Science class and attended various IT camps, such as ID Tech, Sparks at Mac, and DigiGirls. The Iron Maidens and I had done over 600 hours of outreach at various events to spread our love of STEM, including demonstrations at several elementary and middle schools, the Apple Valley City Council, the E3 STEM Advisory Committee, and the Dakota County Workforce Investment Board, all of which led to an increased interest in STEM in my community. We also testified before the Minnesota Senate in support of STEM education and the spread of FTC robotics to northern Minnesota, which led to us winning an award at the World Championship for our outreach efforts. In 10th grade, I was awarded the state-level Aspirations in Computing Award. Now here's where it really kicks in. Through NCWIT, I took advantage of the offer of a full-time internship at Land O'Lakes headquarters working in their IT department the summer before my junior year. Because of the experience gained there, I've now landed another internship with Marty Chiropractic as a network security consultant, researching, installing, and configuring firewalls required by HIPAA. I also took advantage of another NCWIT opportunity and applied for the Inspire IT grant to launch an Arduino programming camp for elementary school girls. The camp filled up right away, and we were able to teach 24 girls in grades 3 through 6 engineering, wiring, and programming with hands-on projects. Some of these girls may grow up to be the next Iron Maidens, or maybe even the next generation of engineers and computer scientists. Now here I am in 11th grade, and yes, I applied for the NCWIT Aspirations in Computing Award again. I've taken several college-level IT classes, including Computer Careers, Cisco Networking, and Cisco Security Plus. I've just taken the ICND 1 exam, and later this trimester I will be taking the CCNA exam. The Iron Maidens and I are up to over 2,000 hours of outreach since our inception. We have testified twice before the Minnesota State Senate and twice before the Minnesota House of Representatives in support of $3 million in additional STEM funding for public classrooms throughout the state. We have lobbied the U.S. House and Senate in Washington, D.C. in support of full funding for the Title IV Part A of the Every Student Succeeds Act, which will provide $1.65 billion in STEM education and extracurricular STEM activities, such as robotics. And we have presented to the U.S. Department of Labor in support of more women and minorities in STEM education and employment. All of this, and I'm only 16 years old. Next year is my senior year, and just wait to see what I'll accomplish. All of this is thanks to NCWIT, recognizing, supporting, and encouraging a 9th grade kid to pursue what she thought was just a fun side activity. Pursuing it into something more, something bigger, something earth-shattering and worthwhile. Not just to me, but to hundreds and thousands of other kids that I come in contact with, and those that will come after me. To all my fellow award winners and honorees, keep going, keep applying, keep pursuing your aspirations in computing. To NCWIT and sponsors, thank you for looking at us and not just seeing a group of teenagers. Thank you for seeing future computer scientists, computer engineers, cybersecurity, networking, and programming experts, and more. Thank you for seeing the future of IT.
Thank you, Atalanta. I'm so inspired by your journey, how you've taken advantage of those opportunities and are now creating opportunities for others. That's amazing. One of the program managers that works on our team that got a chance to interview some of these girls for our internship, by the way, said, at 17, I couldn't even tie my shoe. All right. It is so cool to be here, isn't it? So at this time, can I please have Gwen Zent and our intern provider representatives and match student interns come to the side stage? It's important to convey that Aspirations is much more than a recognition ceremony that occurs each spring. It's also about Sparks Technology learning experiences offered to secondary students year-round. As you can see from the event photos coming up, being displayed, these programs serve hundreds of female students who range from the technology curious to the technology ultra committed. We're grateful to the numerous partners in attendance this evening who support young women to explore, engage, and determine if they are destined to contribute their talents to the Minnesota technology workforce. So I actually can't read them from here, so there are 3 different events with incredible partners. See if you can just go on to the next one. Is that the 3rd? And I so apologize. Please read them at your will, because I can't see around the corner. Okay, we're going to talk about the internships. Tonight has been a wonderful opportunity for our honorees to build relationships and network with professional women and men from Minnesota organizations, all of you. Some of our honorees also got the opportunity to interview for our grand prize of summer paid internships. This is the 5th year the awards program has included this grand prize. This year, we are delighted that 8 generous companies are providing 13 internships. Here on stage are representatives from each company along with the honoree interns that they hired for this summer. Now I'd like to invite Gwen Zent to make a few remarks on behalf of all internship providers. Gwen led the Land O'Lakes charge as the Aspirations Champion Partner in 2015. She and her colleagues have fully embraced the commitment to support numerous honorees to benefit from a summer paid internship experience. Thank you, Gwen and Land O'Lakes.
Good evening. What an amazing group of women. I'm just got to give another round of applause here. So interns and providers, I'm excited and pleased to see the partnership and the stellar support of these companies in providing an internship to these talented young ladies. Internships are critically important in providing real-life work experience in information technology. The secret to being in technology is simple. Find the thing you love and never let it go. If you love building robots, program, or building websites, or hacking some code, or developing a new innovative technology, just keep doing it, and we'll help you find a way to have a fulfilling and exciting career. Find your why. Both parties listen closely here, interns and providers. This summer is going to be a rich experience for both of you. Take full advantage of this wonderful opportunity. I know from personal experience of having internships the past 2 years at Land O'Lakes that it's been rewarding and beneficial as we have had people come back as college interns. Providers, mentor and guide these talented individuals and share information about how and why IT is an essential ingredient for your business success. Please share your personal stories about your career path and adventures. Interns, ask questions. Don't be afraid to take on and learn new things. And help the organization you are interning at. And remember, this is a constant theme throughout tonight, make connections and grow your professional network. It's never too early to start, as these providers are all looking for talented people to come work for them during and after college. And while I have everyone's attention, I'd like to remind the award honorees that 2 full-time job shadowing opportunities will also be available this summer. In the next couple of weeks, watch your email for more information and an invitation to learn more about these experiences. Audience members, when you complete tonight's event evaluation, there's a place for you to indicate your interest to be a job shadow provider. Aspiration Awards interns, congratulations. Providers, thank you for providing a wonderful and important opportunity.
Thank you again, providers. Just another quick call out. These job shadow opportunities that Gwen mentioned, they're pretty incredible too. It's a half day or a 1-day commitment for some people in a company. It's not a lot. I'm not saying it's nothing, but it's not a lot. And we really only have a handful at this point and would love some more. It's a cool way to get going more into this program or starting with this program if you haven't as a business. The survey that Russell will be sending out does have a spot for you to mention your interest in offering a job shadow, and we will help educate you on what that means and how that works. It's not near as much investment as an internship, so keep that in mind. So we would like to see some more job shadows. Okay, we've done it. What a night. At this point, I'm supposed to summarize everything that kind of hit me all evening, and I don't know, I think I did it as I went. It really has been amazing, not just seeing what these young women have already done, but hearing some of their stories and seeing their presence up here. I think some of them are MCs next year, Russ. And our wonderful keynote speaker. That was really, really amazing. So, honorees, as soon as the ceremony ends, please make your way up to the stage for more group photos and pick up your prizes and swag bags. Educators, do not leave without also picking up You'll Get Some Swag. So Kristen Crone, look for her up here and she'll be assisting you. To everybody else, your feedback about tonight's event is important for us to hear. Every year we try to make this a better event, so we need your feedback. We urge you to complete, it's a brief online survey. It'll show up in your email box very soon. Please fill it out immediately while this event is still in your heart and in your mind. And with that, I once more thank you for your support of these amazing young women. Invite all of us to shine brighter than the sun. Hit it!